started Paz y Esperanza Reino Unido in 2011 officially, but we've been working for the previous 3 years on how to set it up, what we should do, how we were going to organise it, and what were our priorities. So we started that in about 2008, 2009, and that came about as a result of one of my former colleagues at Tear Fund, Graham Gordon, who had, when he finished working with Tear Fund, had come and worked in Peru with Paz y Esperanza. And he worked in Lima and he worked in San Martin. And when he came back to Peru, when he came back from Peru to England, after 8 years, I think, here in Peru, he wanted to set up a support arm for Paz y Esperanza from the UK. And so he then invited some of his former colleagues from Tear Fund, or some actual colleagues from Tear Fund, to help him in that process. Well, 4 of us originally as trustees, as directors, and we were all Tear Fund, either current Tear Fund people or previous Tear Fund people, and we worked for those 3 years until we launched in about August 2011. Well, the 4 people were Graham Gordon, who worked in the advocacy department of Tear Fund. There was Esther Stansfield, who'd worked with the youth work in Tear Fund, and Richard Weaver, who'd also worked in the advocacy part of Tear Fund, and myself, who'd been head of region for Latin America. And that was our history, and the others had either worked in worked in Latin America or had been on visits to Latin America. They had a history of Tear Fund within Latin America, and so they wanted to be involved. They wanted to, excuse me, they wanted to join in this exercise. And Richard and Esther left after a few years, but we appointed other trustees, other directors from other parts who weren't connected with Tear Fund at the time to join us on the work of Paz y Esperanza UK. I think there are 2 or 3 things. One is that Latin America generally has a very low profile in the United Kingdom. It's part of the world that is ignored by the communication, by the media communication, very often ignored by the government, ignored by churches, and so, for example, the British government has stopped providing, having an office here in Peru that is its aid department. They've closed that some years ago, and so their priorities are for other parts of the world. And so there was one thing we wanted to help people understand, that there was a part of the world that Britain could be involved in. The other thing was that the issues that Paz y Esperanza are tackling are important issues, and whole issues of justice are ones that are not looked at very closely in the churches in Britain. And so we wanted to help the churches in Britain understand about issues of justice within Latin America, but also to motivate them to actually be involved and understand more and to engage with the issues in Latin America. And that has worked reasonably well, but we're still very small,